10 practical things that you can do to lower your glucose intake. Now, lowering your glucose intake leads to a lower chance of developing type 2 diabetes or even pre-diabetes. But regardless of that, using these tips is going to allow you to make sure you're in a calorie deficit to lose weight and facilitate a healthy diet overall. Number 1, avoid drinking glucose. And this comes from beverages like soda, fruit juices, things that we think might even be healthy, when in reality, it's not. Instead, you can opt for low-calorie sweeteners if you really want to have it, or better yet, develop the habit of drinking water with your meals. Number 2, read the food labels. Before you purchase anything, general rule of thumb, if it has added sugar, you generally want to stay away from it. Other keywords that you see and you want to avoid: maltose, fructose, generally stuff ending in ose, you want to stay away from. Number 4, increase fiber intake. SubhanAllah, fiber not only works to lower the amount of glucose and the rate at which it's consumed and processed in your bloodstream, but it also works to keep you full and helps facilitate clean gut health, which a lot of people, especially Muslims, suffering from. Number 4, practice portion control. Yes, I know everyone says it, but really it comes from the guidance of our Prophet ﷺ, where he says, have 1/3 water, 1/3 food, and 1/3 air. And if you can't practice this sunnah and it's hard for you, take some practical steps to get to that point, like getting a smaller plate so you eat less food than you normally would. Number 5, stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water to help offset your glucose intake. Even when you go on binges or you have too much sugar, always remember to offset it with as much water as you can. Now, you don't want to have an excess amount of water where your bladder is running out of control and you're going to the bathroom every few minutes, but make sure you're having at least 8 to 10 cups of water a day. And one thing you can practice is when you want to snack, not when you're getting hungry and you want a meal, have some water to see if it'll help blunt your binge a little bit. Number 6, go for a 10 to 15 minute walk after you have your meal. Now, this is something that's very common for desis. It's called hazm the food, and it actually works because it helps to increase the rate of digestion and you're helping to lower the amount of glucose that you put in your body while using it to output energy. And you're actually using the glucose that you had from the food as energy when you're going out for a walk and using your calf muscles, your leg muscles, which actually use more glucose than any other part of your body. Number 7, if you're going to have snacks, never have them alone. Always clothe your snacks, meaning pair it with a meal. If you really want to have a cookie or brownie that your wife made, your sister made, whatever it is, plan to have it after a good healthy meal. That way, that glucose intake will be slowed down with the fiber and protein that you would hopefully have in the healthy meal, and then you can add some glucose on top of that from the sweet treat. You don't have to eliminate them completely, but this tip is going to help clothe the carbs as opposed to eating them naked and going right to your bloodstream with no offset or buffer. Number 8, replace your bread with sourdough or seeded bread. These breads are higher in fiber and also lower on the glycemic index. So if you're having a meal at home and you can replace it, replace the naan with sourdough bread or replace it with seeded bread. Try it out. This is a great alternative. So if you want more tips and you're looking for more guidance on how you can actually control your glucose level as a Muslim with a proper diet adhering to the Quran and Sunnah, then comment the word AF. I'll send you my free training that shows more tips and tricks on exactly how you can do so and even reverse your type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, inshallah. Don't forget to share this video to benefit others. Assalamualakum wa Rahmatulahi Wa Barakatu. Here are 8 tricks that you can use today to help lower your glucose levels.